Hello there. Staring contest. You and me. Right now. Right here. Dang it. You win. You always win. Hey everybody, this is Darth Timanus here, being my awesome self as always. Yeah, I'm awesome with my potatoes. And I'm staring at the cows, staring at the cows, staring at the cows. Anyways, yeah, I got cows. I got a lot of them. Got a whole bunch of them. Basically, I went and captured some cows and some sheepes, and I led them here into this little area here, and they are annoying. They are loud. Loud cows. Very, very loud cows. But anyways, today I just kind of want to automate just a little bit. I know I love that word, automate. So I'm going to automate a little bit of a cow breeding and killing system. So stay tuned. Let's get this sucker going. So I'm here in what's becoming my workroom. I absolutely love this room. It's where my ore processing is set up. It's where my workbench is. I tend to do most of my work in here just because I've got all this ore back here. And I'm actually going to work on getting all my inventory accessible from up here, but we're going to be doing that in the next episode. Blah, blah, blah. So let's get into how we're going to do this today. What I really want to do is, this has got a long-term goal, what I'm doing today. But today, I'm going to get the breeder set up. I'm going to get a chronotyper set up. I'm going to get a grinder set up, and then have a special tank, and I've found something new, some open block tanks. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they're amazing. And then hopefully we'll get some other things going so that I can build towards setting up an auto spawner for my for Enderman. And that's the long-term aspect of it. But today we're just going to get started with the breeder, the chronotyper, and the grinder to start collecting some delicious, tasty mob essence. So let's get going. So I've got the breeder recipe pulled up here. When you look at it, you need 3 plastic sheets, you need 2 golden carrots, you need a golden apple, a factory machine block, and some purple dye. So let's get a lot of these things going. Let's get my apple set up, and let's make my golden apple. Put that there. Let's get our carrots. We need some nuggets for the carrots. So let's get the nuggets set up and pop that around. Look at that. And let's put the carrots in the center. We need 2 of them. Okay, next is the factory machine blocks. We're going to need a bunch of them, at least 3. Good thing is it makes 3 for every recipe that you do. So let's get this sucker going. Alright, I've got my factory machine block put in there. Okay, I've heard one of my viewers said that if you press shift and then click, it will go ahead and fill in, if you've got everything, fill it in for you. So Joel Platt, thank you so much for the tip. Again, let's go through what I just did. 'Cause I just found this out today. Everybody probably knows it. Alright, so whenever you look up the recipe, if you've got everything on you in your inventory, it's like, here's the breeder. Normally it's like you press the question mark and it pops the recipe up there. But if you shift click the question mark, it will load everything in for you, which I think is amazing. So there is my breeder. Breeder is set up and ready to go. Next thing I need is a chronotyper, and we'll pull up the recipe and we'll get working on it. Pulled up the recipe here. You've got 3 plastic sheets, 3 emeralds, 2 purple dye, and another factory machine block for the chronotyper. So let's shift click that and look at this. Boom, blammo. Babies making chronotypers. Very, very awesome. Okay, next thing I need is a grinder. Now for the grinder, I need a golden sword. And I was not prepared. But good thing is I'm here in this little room where I can very, very easily make my golden sword. Let me throw my golden nuggets back up there. Let's see what else can I put up there. I think that's it. Alright, so open it up, put in my gold ingots, and got my golden sword. Okay, this should be everything that I need for the, not the chronotyper, but for the grinder. Let's pull up that recipe for the grinder. Grinder. You need 3 plastic sheets. You need a book, you need a golden sword, you need a piston, and a factory machine block. I should have everything. And boom, oh, what don't I have? I have the golden sword. I have the piston. I have the book. I have the 3 plastic sheets, and I have the factory machine block. Let's try this again. Shift click. Oh well, we can just do it this way. Bop, bop, bop. What am I doing wrong? Book, golden sword, and let's put also my piston. And then we need the machine block. Boop! Alright, look at that. Got my grinder, got my chronotyper, got my breeder. Now, next thing that we need, this is just absolutely awesome. And I hope that you find this incredibly useful. Open block tanks. I was one of those Zycraft fanboys. Like, I absolutely love the Zycraft just because of the Zycraft tanks, and I haven't found a suitable alternative until today. We're going to look at these a little bit. But yeah, it's the open block tanks. I forgot to pull the recipe up. We'll just talk you through it real quick. Tank and open block tank is right there. Recipe is 5 glass planes in a T pattern and 4 pieces of obsidian. Holy crap, zombie just walked in somewhere. Hey, buddy, get out of here. What the heck? Alright, that's why I need obsidiplates, because mobs can't set them off.
Daddy, what happened?
The zombie just walked into my house like crazy. He just came in and was like, hey, Darth Timanus. And I was like, whoa, zombie, get out of my house. That's what just happened.
Was he a bad guy or a good guy?
Oh, he was a bad guy. He's a dead guy now. Look at this guy right there. Kill him.
Look at this happy face.
He's not happy. He's dead.
He was happy that I saw him.
He was happy that you saw him. You're very sweet. Everyone's happy that you see them. Can you say hi, everybody?
Hi.
Yeah, that's Sam. That's my oldest, my 4-year-old. If you don't know it, it's cold outside, so he's not in school, which he normally is on this particular day. But he's not, so guess what? He's hanging out with his daddy. Alright, so I've got a lot of what I need. Holy crap, zombies are freaking out. How? Get out of my house. Get out of my house, zombie. I'm trying to do stuff. Jeez.
What happened again?
Another zombie got in my house again, Sam.
You forgot to close the door.
I did? Is that how it got in?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, buddy. Silly zombies. Okay, so right here is where all my animals be, and here is my pseudo, whatever you call it, pen, and I made a door for my pen. Alright, so first thing I want to do is work out a power system. I've got everything hooked up here. This line is running through, feeding my auto harvester and all that. So let's go ahead and add some power to this. Okay, we'll add down just like that. We'll dig down. What I want to do is I want to just kind of have this on its own power supply. So there we have it. I want it to go all the way up, max input and max output. Configuration, I want it to receive energy from the top and send energy from the middle, from its face. Everything else I'm going to shut off, so it should be shut off. Let's pull out my, let's see. I can't see these tiny little things when I'm on there. Alright, so let's click on that. Let's shut you off, shut you off. I think everything else is shut off. So it's in and it feeds out through here. Alright. So now we're going to keep moving. Now where do I want my planter at? Let's see. I think right here. Right there is where I intentionally wanted it to go. Alright, so hey, quit being difficult. Alright, so let's hop up there. Not my planter, my breeder. I want my breeder to go right here. And let's put a piece of dirt down just so it'll stick on it. Alright, so breeder right there. See the heart? Heart is the back. Okay, so now we shall connect this up with power. Okay, so got that hooked up. Now I want to run the cable underneath here, and I want to put my chronotyper right there. So let's add that right there. Let's get a little bit of a place to stand on and put my chronotyper right here. Okay, so what the chronotyper does is it moves things. What's going to happen is my breeder over here is going to feed in a 5x5 pattern wheat to all these animals. And come over here, and my chronotyper is going to pull all the babies out and put them in this little pen. Now, that's the fun part. And I believe it does a 5x5 area as well. So all the babies will go from here to in here. And let's make sure I have that set up right. Moving adults or moving babies. So whenever it grabs a baby, it should put it in here, in this side. Let's fill this up and let's check. Let's get some wheat. Put a stack or two. Let's put a stack of 3 or 4. Alright, open up my breeder. It's got power. It's idling. It's got a very long idle time, 200 ticks. Look at that. Look at that. It's... Uh-oh. See that? See the babies? See the babies? Now you see them, now you don't. Why? Why don't you see them anymore? I'll tell you. Because here they are. Look at that. Whoa! Whoa, Cal! Whoa! Hey, baby! You get back in there, baby! You get back in there. Get back in there. Don't get out. Don't get out. Oh, babies. Babies everywhere.
Where is the babies?
Babies are everywhere. Alright. So,
Where are the babies?
babies are in this tank right here. You see? See all the babies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were they trying to get out there?
No, Daddy's got a machine going up. Check this machine out. Okay? This right here, this little block, feeds wheat to all these cows and sheeps, and they make the babies. Okay? And then the babies come over here to this machine, and it sucks the babies out and puts them over here in this pen. So all the adults are over there, and then all the babies are over here. Isn't that cool?
Look at the cow's eyes.
Yeah, look at those eyes. Look at those. Oh, he got out. Get back here.
Don't
Sorry.
kill them.
I know. Okay, so breeder's going pretty good. And the chronotyper's work. Hey, get back in there. Chronotyper's working pretty good, as you can see. I'm gonna make this a lot more beautiful next, probably off camera a little bit, not use dirt and use a little more fences. Look at all these babies. Alright, and there's some adults that have fully grown up. And so now, in here, I'm going to set up what will be my killing room. And I don't want to sugarcoat any of this, but all those lovely, beautiful little animals are going to not eat, but are going to come to a rather horrible demise. They are all going to die a horrible, horrible death. So I put my grinder right here in what I'm going to call my slaughterhouse. And my slaughterhouse is just a, well, let's see, let's make it a 5x5. Like I said, I'm gonna make this look a little better off camera, but for right now, this is perfect. All right, so I got the, that's not morbid at all. Got my grinder right there, and it's ready to kill. So behind the grinder, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a chest to collect all the drops that come. So everything that kills will go in there. Next thing I need is a fluid duct, because these things produce mob essence, and I'm going to need a way to collect this mob essence. And for me to do that, I've decided the best thing to do is to make a open blocks tank. Look at this. You can make these any shape that you want, right? Any shape. So right now it's going to be this a little square, or I just put this right there on top. Okay, and I want everything to feed into the top of it, so the fluid duct will go up, and just put right in here. The cool thing about this is as this fills up, I can just come along and add extra blocks to it. So you see each one of these blocks holds 16,000 mega buckets. So each one holds 16 buckets. So this whole thing, just slap another 0 on the end, should hold 160 buckets if I'm doing my math right. If each block holds 16 and there's 10 blocks, this should be 160 buckets of mob essence. And we'll do something with mob essence a little bit later. But for now, we're just going to add one last fluid duct on the bottom for the output. Alright, everything should be ready. Let's see. I've got this room set up, my kill house. Now I'm going to add, no, stop it. Oh no, oh my goodness, stupid baby cows.
Don't say that.
So I'm here at the business end of my slaughterhouse, and I need a way to get these adults and not the babies into my slaughterhouse. Now, I'll be 100% honest. I could just not care and slaughter a bunch of baby creatures. And yeah, I know, they're just little video game things, so it's not that big a deal. But it bothers me. I want the adults. So I made one more chronotyper, which I'm going to put right here. I've got a pipe right under here ready to go, and I'm going to set it to adults. So it's going to pull adults in here, and it's going to grind them up. So let's see if we can do this without letting every baby go. There we go. Oh, and babies are getting in here. Move adults. Move adults. All right. Babies, get out. Get out, babies. Get out. Don't die, babies. Babies, get out before you get slaughtered. Get out before you get slaughtered. Look at that grinder go. Oh, babies, get out, babies. Oh, babies. Oh, babies. Oh, it's gonna get the babies. Oh, poor babies. I think it's gonna wait until they get older. It's gonna make me cry if all of a sudden all these babies start getting slaughtered. Yay, good deal. It's not gonna kill them yet. It's gonna wait till they grow up. So let's give these babies a reason to live. Get out of here, babies. Get out. Go frolic in the free world. Alright, so let's see if everything's working as it should. This tank is filling up with mob essence. You can't see it right now, but it is. Let's check the chest. The chest is collecting all the drops, all the wool, the beef, and the leather, and mob essence is going in there. So overall, I mean, this whole system is a success. Here's all my babies. Babies are getting turned into adults. The adults are, hey, die, sheep. The adults are getting sucked into here and dying a horrible, horrible death. And I'm collecting their mob essence in this tank. You can see that it's in there when you look at it. A very, very small amount. But as this machine keeps going, it will continue to collect more and more. As I said before, I can add all sorts of blocks onto this tank. Each one holds 16,000 millibuckets, which is 16 buckets of whatever fluid, and it'll be mob essence. So this is going to be a pretty nice little thing. Now, I said I'm doing this for a reason, and I'm wanting to build a ender pearl or enderman farm because I have a need for ender pearls, and this takes a really, really long time. I found these in a dungeon chest, these seeds, and they're, awesome little ender pearl seeds. If you notice, I have a recipe that requires 4 ender pearls, and if you look, I only have 3, so it's like I'm waiting for hours and hours on end. But here, boom, this ender lily has given me an ender pearl and a ender lily seed, so that I can pop that down right there, and I'll do that as well with this. So here's 2 more ender pearls. So I'm growing them that way, but I want to have an enderman farm. And for the enderman farm, I need, we'll get into that, but I need a very specific device to capture an enderman. Mine Factory Reloaded has a auto spawner and a grinder, which I'm going to work up to get. But in order to get that, first I need an enderman. And there's one that's been hanging around a whole lot in this area, and I haven't killed him just because I need to capture him. So I'm going to build what I need today, tell you guys about it, and then the day I actually do capture him, we'll build my enderman mob farm. But that day is not today. Let's turn on my Let's turn on the engines real quick just to refill my energy blocks, because this apparently has sucked all the energy out. Alright. So let's build what I'm talking about. What I need in order to capture an Enderman to use in the auto spawner is what's called a a safari net, a reusable safari net. Let's see. Yeah, it should be right there. Oh yeah, there we go. Reusable safari net. So if I go over here and type in safari net, let's pop that up. Safari net reusable. It's a gas tier in 4 ender pearls. So shift click that, I've got it. And I'm going to keep this on me at all times so that whenever I'm wandering around the world, I will have it, and if I come across a Enderman, I'll capture that sucker, and then we'll move on with everything that I'm thinking about. So I'm going to put everything up for the day. We're going to call it a day. Let's go back through and just make sure that everything is working correctly. We'll see if, yeah, it's running through the wheat pretty good. So good thing. I'd like to automate it to where it automatically feeds wheat into here. So all the wheat goes from the bottom of here into the back of this machine, so I don't have to worry about constantly filling it up. But that's a project for another day, and it's probably a project for off camera. And also I said I'm going to beautify this. Also another project for off camera. I may slow this down by killing a bunch of these adults, or just let it go. Yeah, but today, let's just recap what we did. We built my automated slaughterhouse with the intention of collecting mob essence. It captures leather and raw beef for me, which is good. Saw my last episode, I'm getting into Mistcraft, and you need a lot of leather to make a lot of books. Yeah, so the breeder does just what it says, and it breeds. It makes these guys make babies. The babies get sucked through into here, and they grow up as adults. See, look, there's adults right there, and the adults get sucked in to the grind room, to the slaughterhouse, and the grinder is hooked up with a chest on the back. I'm probably going to upgrade that to an iron chest, and a fluid duct, which is feeding it into my open block tank, which is collecting the mob essence. It's not collecting very much right now. I believe it's like you get 100, just about 100 for every mob that you kill, 100 millibuckets for every mob that you kill. I think that's what the rate is, like 100 or 120. It's a very, very small amount. But yeah, this is going to get me plenty of wool. It's going to give me plenty of leather, plenty of raw beef. Yay. And it's going to get me plenty of mob essence for whenever I make my grinder. Yay, grinder. Yeah, so I'm going to make a tutorial, a quick tutorial, as I like to call them, quick tutorials on these open block tanks, just because they are so awesome. Probably the best, my favorite tank in the game. Like over here, I've got this iron tank from Realcraft. I mean, it's a good tank. It does its job. But the way you can just design tanks however you want is just amazing. Like, you can make these tanks look like just about anything. You can make an entire, like, you can make your entire house out of them and fill them up with lava, and you live in a lava house, and they're lava tanks. So I love them. I'm going to mess around with them a whole bunch. Anyways, rambled a whole bunch and all that. But this is Darth Timanus here. Just thank you guys for checking me out. Hope this was somewhat useful. Hope the just learning about the open block tanks was useful. I think it's probably just the coolest thing in the game so far that I found. But I'm a geek like that. Anyways, my name's Darth Tamanis. Follow me on Twitter. I love to interact. Also on Google+. Really finding the benefits of being on Google+ and messing around. It's really, really cold right now where I'm at, but hopefully it's not going to be as cold whenever this video releases, which is in a couple days, or maybe it's Thursday where this video will be released, Thursday of next week. I've got 3 queued up before it, maybe 2, so 1 released yesterday. Anyways, follow me on Twitter, subscribe, all that other stuff. Interact with me. Like I said, Joel Platt gave me a tip, and I used it today. So if you see something I'm doing wrong, something I could improve upon, please lovingly let me know. Don't be like, Darth, you're an idiot, and I hate you. You suck. You can tell me that and I'll just ignore it, or you can be a good friend and be like, hey man, check this out, you can do this, do a lot better. And I'll be like, you are awesome, and I may even do a shout out like Joel. So thank you guys so much. Thanks for checking me out. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, talk to y'all later. Bye bye.